You know, Mr. Duck, some people think you're a little bit arrogant. They think that you think that you're much more intelligent than them. I'll bet you'll never figure out the cube. Oh my. I will never underestimate your intelligence again.
I can't stand intros.
Yeah, Mr. Duck does have attitude, but he is kind of clever. He figured out the cube in about 4 minutes. That's pretty good. So, thanks for coming by. We're going to do another one-on-one today.
With an absolutely amazing blade of steel.
But before I get going too far into it, I want to give 2 crooked thumbs up for you guys watching at least a couple of minutes of my music video that I just put out. Thank you. It means a lot to me. I don't expect to get tons of views from my music, and I'm not looking for that. I just want to be creative, and I am doing that. So I'm just sharing it with you, and if you like it, great, and if you don't, that's fine too. So today we're going to go one-on-one with the Beast. The Beast from the East with the least yeast. I can't think of anything. I'm not even rehearsing. Why rehearse? What's the point of rehearsing? Let's just do this one-on-one with the Cold Steel Ti-Lite. 6-inch CTS XHP. And this is how it came. Aluminum handles. And I like to go nice and slow so you guys can take a nice close look at this. Not a review, simply a one-on-one. What's a one-on-one? Well, that's just, I'll talk about it. I'll tell you the things I like, the things I don't like, the things I like to see change, and ask your opinion on one big thing. What do you think of the Lynn Thompson edition with the Chris blade? The Chris blade, you know, the and the I'm not sure what the handle material is. I don't have one. I just want to know what you guys think about it. I did see a video. I wish I could remember whose video it was. I left a comment, and my comment was, I bet Peter Chris would love that blade. I kind of find that funny. Some of you might not understand. I bet Peter Chris. Oh, anyway. Wow, look at this thing. All right, let's get the little backdrop out here so we can set it down in all its majesty. Oh, I have a bit of a problem. Yes, I know. It makes sense though. If you know me, this totally makes sense. Look at this thing. Now I really have to pay attention and be careful that I don't poke myself while doing this video. Let's take a quick close-up. Yeah, a little bit of lint going on. I do carry this. And, ooh, let's juke the blade very gently. And some of you are going, what the hell is he talking about? This is called juking the blade. Now pay attention to all those knife review channels out there, and there's a lot of them. You'll see that every time they open up the blade, first thing they do is
Juke the blade.
I don't know what it's called. I'm just making that up. Yeah. Oh, what a beauty. I really do like it. There's in comparison to the Ti-Lite. Maybe not the best comparison, but all right, so let's go over this lock. It's a liner lock of sorts, but it's just way more heavy duty. Now, the one thing I do like is that the lock is so secure. This thing is not going anywhere. It's absolutely amazing. The one thing I'm not too crazy about it, well, it's not really a fidget knife. Let's get that out of the way. The little cutout here, it doesn't leave enough room for me to really get into it. And if I do this for a long period of time, and I have done it, you know, many times, I like to fidget with my knives. That's one of the reasons most of us are into the hobby, is the fidget factor. You really do get burnt out in this area here. And after a while, it's just not fun anymore. But you do get an amazing lockup. So the lockup here is second to none. Well, okay, maybe to the Triad. It might maybe a second to the Triad. Again, I like the pivot. I've mentioned that in the Spyderco military video. I like pivots that are plain like this. There's no other screw. This is okay, but I really like this kind of thing. It's just a personal preference. The double wing guard, you know, the S kind of, I like that. It will wave out of the pocket. So when you're pulling it out of the pocket, there's enough of an edge on the jimping. You can see the jimping has got a nice, it's not overly aggressive, but it is aggressive. Catch this on the edge of your jeans, and yeah, it works fine. There's a very satisfying thwack going on here. I'm not sure if it's picking up on the mic. I'll try it one more time. Yeah, very satisfying. This one is in the aluminum, which I really like. It's heavier than the, I think it's Grivery or Grivex or something like that. The other, it's not G10. They do have a G10 one out there. It's much more expensive with, I think it's the S35VN. Anyway, I'm digressing. Let's talk about this knife. There's other ones out there. There's many out there, like including the Chris. The Chris blade, which I don't know. I am kind of attracted to, but not as much as this one. I do like this one. The pocket clip, okay, not overly deep, but you can't go too deep because you're talking pretty big here. This is like 6 inches or more, maybe probably more than 6 inches, I'm thinking. And if you had a deep carry on this, this would be bottoming out on in your pocket. So this makes sense. If I could change anything, I would like to see the pocket clip match the blade. And it's not your standard stainless steel. It's got, I don't know, it's like it's not a stone wash. It's, you know what I mean. You've seen this before. If they matched, I think that would be kind of nice. It'd be a nice touch. I don't think I'm going to take a Dremel and take this paint off like I've done on other clips, because I think it would be too much. So I think I'll settle for the black. The blade centering is pretty darn good. I would say pretty darn good. Let's go with that. And we got some weight here, but you know, if you have to crack a walnut or open a banana, you could do that, no problem. I like opening it this way when I'm just, you know, watching the Waltons or something like that. Then I'm just kind of sitting around. I find that very satisfying. It's not. After a while, though, this is not fun. The lock is, it's not going anywhere. I don't know what else to talk about except for, let's just check it out.
Super cool, super fine all the time.
Cold steel Ti-Lite, 6-inch. You know, Mr. Duck, some people think you're a little bit